Today, we're going to be ranking some of the very best wrestlers in the UFC on our tier list here. We have Brother Tap at the top and then No Ground Game at the bottom and everything in between. So we have probably like the 25 best wrestlers that I could think of, and we're purely rating them on how good their wrestling is in terms of MMA. We're not talking about how many college wrestling games they can win, wrestling matches they can win like Bo Nickel, because clearly we've seen his wrestling cannot translate quite as well. Whereas Hamzat, he doesn't have the credentials of winning, but we can see that's very effective. So let's get right into it.
And in terms of our rankings, it is against these 25 guys. So, or else we would just have everyone in the top 2 or 3 categories.
Exactly. It's relative to who we have on the list.
Exactly.
It's not relative to Alex Pereira.
Starting off with Jelton Almeida.
He's actually like a crazily underrated wrestler. I went back and watched all of his fights last night. I watched a lot of fights last night, I'm going to be honest. And he has first round submission wins over most of his opponents he faced. The thing that really hurts him is when he went against Derek Lewis and went to like one of the most boring fights of all time. It really put a bad taste in people's mouths. And it's one of the reasons why I don't like him as well. And then he got KO'd by Curtis Blades with those nasty elbows that just, you saw that.
Yeah.
UFC 299 prelims.
Yeah.
That was brutal. I'm going to go in dominance because it is his main attack, but also in the heavyweight division, there is no one that can stand up to him.
Yeah, the wrestling in terms of heavyweight inside of his division, like being a wrestler in heavyweight is much more valuable than being a wrestler in middleweight.
Yeah, or even bantamweight.
Yeah.
Like bantamweight, yeah. Bantamweight has stacked wrestlers anyways. So the fact that he can just easily dominate his opponents, yeah, it's dominance.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be at the top of dominance, but he'll be there.
100%. All right, let's go Magomed Ankalaev.
Meh.
Really? Because he doesn't have any submissions.
Yeah, it's just not his game. It's not his game.
It's not his best.
Yeah.
Like he's not the best.
He's well rounded, but not like a Ilya well rounded. He's like a me well rounded.
Whatever that means. I think we're gonna get a lot of hate for me. It's
Who
actually
cares?
no, it's not. It's not his main attack.
Regardless,
it's not his main
attack. He strikes
attack.
first. He strikes first.
Yeah, 100%. Even in the Jan Blachowicz fight, which is what people think about when they think about his wrestling and how he won, he started on the feet.
Yeah.
And then he got his legs chopped into infinity and then couldn't strike with him anymore. All right, Arman Sarukian.
Ooh.
He might be
But adapt
in Brother Tap.
for now. We'll see what we get, but
he's so dominant.
he's in Brother Tap for now.
But Gamrot, he really lose that fight though? That was, I would say that's like a tie.
Yeah, it was
they went
close.
band for band wrestling.
And it was early on for Arman.
I think he's improved a lot more than Gamrot for sure. All right, let's move on to Bilal Muhammad.
I think he goes in dominance.
I think so. In terms of like wrestling in that division, he hasn't had to face an Usman. I think facing an Usman would tell us a lot about how good his wrestling is. Right now, it's like, yeah, you completely outgrappled Leon Edwards. I'm not sold completely. I want to see one more insanely high level win, and then I'll say Brother Tap. He also just doesn't make people tap.
Yeah, so he can't be in Brother Tap.
Yeah. All right, let's go Curtis Blades. I would say
The Weza Blades.
it's weird because he has a win over Jelton Almeida in which he finished him.
But I don't think he's a dominant wrestler.
He's not a dominant wrestler. Is it even his main attack?
I don't think so. I think he goes in meh with Ank.
Top of meh?
Yeah.
I think for the division, he's better than Ankalaev is.
All right.
There's just no talent in light heavyweight or heavyweight.
Yeah, they're cooked.
Brandon Allen. Brother forgot to train.
Yep. Oh, I was so going to say that. I'm so glad you did it for me.
His last fight against Imavov was tough to watch. He is like, as much as crotch sniffer is like a meme term now, you call Dagestanis crotch sniffers, they're not. This guy
Yeah.
is crotch sniffer.
Yeah, he's a point wrestler.
Point wrestler's crazy.
Moving on to one of our least favorite guys here at Dodson's Corner, Triple C Henry Cejudo.
Listen, man, I think I go in Brother Tap.
No.
I really do.
No. Main attack?
It is his main attack. I think people are going to get baited by the fact that he's a or is he gold medalist? I think so.
He's like an Olympic wrestler.
Olympic medalist wrestler. This dude, in his prime, it might be dominance, but also it hasn't translated as well as you would think to MMA. And right now, he's not on the same level as the rest of the guys in dominance or breadth attack. So it's his main attack still.
And I think he's going to get joined by... Actually, no. I was going to say Chandler was going to go into main attack, but I think Chandler looks to strike and blitz, so I don't know if it's his main attack technically.
No,
He might be top meh.
Yeah. Oh, top meh.
Yeah.
It's tough, dude.
He survived how long with Charles?
That's fair. That's a good accomplishment. But that's defensive wrestling.
Yeah.
That's not offensive wrestling, which is a huge thing. He doesn't love to use his offensive wrestling. He uses it in very weird chances. Like when he has someone hurt, sometimes he'll offensive wrestle. It's like, well, what are you doing, boss? I'm going to put him I think
That's
he's
fine.
I think he's lowest.
That's fine.
We haven't seen enough. You know, effectiveness, like he was a good college wrestler. He was training with Tyron Woodley, but in terms of his effectiveness in the octagon, it's low.
That's fair.
All right, we're going to go Colby.
He's going to go into main attack. This is going to be for all the bums.
Yeah.
All the boring old bums get to go into main attack.
I'd say he's below Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo got dog walked by Marab in his last fight. Colby got dog walked by Leon.
Yeah.
Which isn't as, that's fair. All right, Drickus.
Meh? Like, I think it's just because he's so strong. I think a lot of it comes from.
But somehow he is, like, he doesn't have the credentials in wrestling, but somehow he is low-key, like, really effective. You know what I mean? He's gotten quite a few submission wins. He wasn't able to use it against Sean Strickland very much, but he was able to use it against Whitaker. He was able to use it against Izzy. He has more subs than Ankalaev, man.
Yeah, I like that.
That's fair.
Ooh, Gamrot's a tough one.
Gamrot is tough. It's
the hooker loss tarnishes it.
It's definitely main attack.
Yeah.
It's definitely
top of main attack.
Top of main attack. It might be dominance.
He couldn't beat Dan Hooker.
Okay, that's fair. That's valid. You've convinced me.
Yeah.
Dan Hooker, he's not elite.
Speaking of dominance, or are we overrating this next guy?
It's tough to say.
Because his cardio makes him an elite wrestler.
Literally.
Fluffy Hernandez.
But he wasn't able to get a finish.
That is true.
Until
the fifth round.
The fifth round.
Let's go ahead of Gamrot. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think that's fair. No, Michel Pereira isn't on the same level as Dan Hooker.
That's true.
Michel Pereira is ass. He's so bad.
Hey, it's one of my former guys before he got cut off my roster.
We should actually do a roster.
Or like
like a pick, like a
draft.
A draft pick.
Like,
oh!
And the goal is not like how good they are, but like who can move the most spots on the rankings throughout that year.
That would be hype. Or just like amount of wins.
Yeah.
Like, okay, wait, what if we did like, if you win by a finish, you get 2 points. If you win by decision, you get 1 point. Split decision, half point.
We're going to figure something out good.
At 2025 Dodson's Corner
we
draft.
could even get like the other guys to draft with us.
That would be
We could do that
hype.
at like the Christmas party.
Dude, imagine the amount of setup that would take would be forever. Because would you have every UFC fighter like on a board? Maybe we project it on a screen.
Ooh.
And then we can like pick.
This could be
Dodson's Corner special.
All of a sudden I'm just like, I just slept 12 hours last night.
All right, guys, stay tuned for the Dodson's Corner draft pick because that's going to be insanely hype.
We don't know the logistics of it, but we'll figure it out. Surely someone else has some sort of fantasy UFC.
Yeah, probably. All right, let's go Jonathan Boney Joni Woney.
I think dominance.
It's Brother Tap. This dude, no one can compete with him. No one can compete with him.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe not as much now, but I don't. Yeah, okay. You got to give him the respect. There.
You got to give him the respect. Even against like Stipe, the way that he tripped him.
That trip
clean.
Was gnarly.
Yeah, you were freaking out.
It was so clean.
You're a big Jones guy now.
All right, moving on to the next two guys. We can do them at the same time. It's be interesting what order we're going to put them in.
Mm-hmm.
But Islam and Shemaev. Why did I pause there? I was going to call him Khabib.
I think he's... Are we doing right now or all time?
Right now.
Right now? He's probably better than Jones right now.
He's better than Jones right now.
He's in his prime.
But neither of them are as good as Khamzat Shemaev. Put him at the top.
He's top of S tier. The effectiveness of his ground game in MMA is unheard of.
Yeah.
He was competing with the gold medalist of 2022 games or 2024 games. Dude, the fact that he can even hang with that guy. What is going on?
He would make Bo Nickel look silly.
He would, honestly. I would love to see that matchup in the future.
Do you think Bo Nickel ever gets a title shot? Because that's what it's going to take.
Who knows, man?
With the right path.
with the right path.
Marab. I don't think his wrestling's as good as Bilal's. I think he might be in main attack.
No, he's dominance because dude, he's so dominant.
Yeah,
He's so dominant.
I guess. And it's all his cardio. It's that stupid cardio of him.
Yeah, it's similar with Bilal.
That
He's
dang
just
machine.
oh yeah, it's crazy.
I forgot we have light.
Angel Volk is blessing us with his presence today. I'm excited for that. That's going to be controversial. Movsar Evloev.
Oh, this is tough.
This is tough. I think he's a little bit overrated right now. He does have good wrestling for sure, but is it as dominant as? Is he top of meh? No, it's better than that. It's his main attack for sure.
Let's put him ahead of Cejudo.
Ahead of Cejudo?
Yeah, we'll go there. Just because we've seen more out of the other guys ahead of him.
Dude, Fluffy, like, I'm not, it's tough to say whether Michelle Perez is just complete garbage or if Fluffy's that good, but based on that performance,
Was unreal.
yeah, Fluffy's unreal.
Yeah.
All right, Bo
Bickle.
Bo Bick-
Overrated.
How mad?
He only stands on the feet.
How mad are people going to
I
get?
think he goes into main attack, top of main attack. Because we haven't really seen him truly dominate anyone who was any good.
Yeah. Well, Paul Craig was his first test against someone who has ground game. What did he do?
Stood on the
He
feet.
stood on the feet. He abandoned his roots.
Yeah.
Bo Bickle, you're gone. Boverrated.
Pantoja. This is tough.
It's not. Is it his main attack?
I don't think it's his main attack.
His main attack is scratching people with his nails. That's what it feels like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like just scrappy.
He's a dog.
Scrappy. Top of meh? Or is he in main attack?
He is in main attack somewhere.
We'll put him behind. If I like there or either behind Movsar.
Yeah, I'd say above Mobstar. He's the
Okay.
champ, dude. He's respect. He's beat Royval. He's beat Moreno. He's beat everyone.
Oh, this guy. Next guy.
Chewie!
Junk.
This is why people think we're gay.
His wrestling actually sucks.
It is bad. He forgot to train, bro.
Yeah, put him there.
Brandon Allen.
We
You got
put
him.
Brendan
buddy.
Allen into no ground game just so we have someone in every tier.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
fair.
yeah, screw you, Brendan Allen. He just gets messed up in every tier list by us.
Relative to like Drickus and Ank in the Met tier, he's definitely no ground game.
Yeah, honestly.
He went to a life and death decision with Chris Curtis. All right, we got Shavkat Rachmanov.
Meh.
Yeah, he's not,
more of a clinch guy, and he grapples more so than wrestles.
he's good everywhere for sure. I'd say top of meh.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was going to say.
I think people are gonna hate on that opinion. Honestly,
Awesome. Clap off on me.
you need to stop saying that.
Clap off on me. Rizzler.
Someone who's criminally underrated.
Aljo. Main attack, but he has lost to Sean.
He's also so dominant.
But that's something that, like, Marab dominated Sean.
Yeah.
And had that control time. Aljo
Ooh.
didn't do that.
Oh, that's true. I think so. Do we put him behind Marab?
I was thinking even maybe top main attack.
No, dude, he's so good.
Okay, we can put him.
So
we could put
good.
him there.
He was like dominating some featherweights.
Yeah.
I think he is
Okay.
genuinely skilled.
Okay.
Tatsuro Taira, it's 100% his main attack, but it's more of jujitsu. You know, I mean, same with Aljo. I'm kind of combining wrestling
Yeah.
and grappling. If you haven't noticed in this tier list already, it's kind of both wrestling and grappling. Tatsuro Taira, it's 100% his main attack. He's had to go against higher level competition than Bo Bickle.
But he just does that. The Royval loss to someone like Royval does hurt him a little bit. If you're an elite wrestler, grappler, and you go and lose to a striker, it's like, oh, it's a little bit tough because that's supposed to be your favorite in matchup.
I think Bo Nickel's too high. Gamrot's such a good wrestler. And then I think we also put Tyra behind him. What do you think? Where do you think Tyra goes?
Maybe ahead of Pantoja.
Just above?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Ooh, I think Pantoja moves up, low key.
Okay.
I think he's actually really good. Let's go there.
Fair enough.
All right, let's move to Umar Nurmagomedov.
I think top dominance, just because we haven't seen enough.
Yeah, you know he has it. You know
But-
he's coached by Khabib and these guys are elite.
But we haven't seen it fully on display.
Yeah, and I
yet.
think Corey Sandhagen was a good test. Sandhagen knows how to game plan for those wrestlers. He's had to
Exactly.
do it before. And the fact that Umar was able to shut him down at every single turn. Sandhagen didn't get a sniff of any chance other than the first round. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, Kamaru Usman, someone who's been forgotten about, but someone who I would say still has some of the most dominant wrestling in the last 5 years.
I think he's dominant at least.
At least, yeah. He might even be. If we're putting Armin in Brother Tap,
We can put Usman at the end of Brother Tap.
I think so. If we're factoring into how good he is right now, he did lose to Leon. Leon took him down. You have to remember that. Leon took him down.
Yeah, but it still is Usman. You have to give him his flowers.
100%.
And the
Moving on
last guy,
to Volk. Dude, no one puts Volk in their wrestling tier list. I think that's criminal.
he's a great wrestler. He's able
Toe to toe with Islam Makhachev.
Yeah.
He's tiny, bro. He's a little midget in lightweight. I low-key think he goes top of dominance.
top dominance. I don't know about that. I think maybe ahead of Almeida.
Almeida.
Yeah.
Because, like, I wouldn't say it's his main attack.
No.
But if you look at how he competed with Islam, you have to give him.
His credit.
Yeah. It's tough. Because is Aljo going to be able to go and compete against, like, someone a division up in grappling?
100%.
Yeah, I think so. So are we happy with this list?
It's just so tough because unless you really like see them wrestle each other, it's hard to like put their wrestling against each other. You're having to go off of who they've beaten, who they've faced. But
And then every division's competition is different.
Yeah.
So you're not comparing apples to apples.
it's actually kiwis to passion fruit.
Very deep.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, guys, that's our final list. We have Brandon Allen as the only person, no ground game. Let us know if
Hate to see it.
if that's valid. Again, this is all relative to each other. This isn't, relative to Alex Pereira. But make sure you guys subscribe because we post all the time on this channel.
Every day, bro.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
See ya.